God bless you, beloved brothers and sisters. We are receiving a kingdom which cannot be shaken. Every house is built by someone, but he that built all things is God. Moses was faithful in all his house as a servant, for a testimony of those things which were to be spoken afterwards. But Christ was faithful as a son over his own house, whose house we are, if we hold firm to the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end. Take heed, brethren, so that there will not be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living God, but exhort one another daily while it is called today, so that none of you will be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. For we have become partakers of Christ, if we hold firm to the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end. Today, if you will hear the voice of God, do not harden your hearts, as you did in the rebellion. Therefore let us fear, so that none of us will come short of the promise of entering into the rest of God. Today, if you will hear the voice of God, do not harden your hearts. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. And this grace is a grace for us to not enter into sin. For when we sin, we are departing from the living God. For it is sin that separates people from God. We are sanctified, set apart, through the offering of the body of Jesus Christ once for all. For by one offering he has perfected forever them that are sanctified. Now where remission, where forgiveness of these past sins which are remembered no more is, there is no more offering for sin. For if we sin willfully, after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remains no more sacrifice for sins. But at that point of willful sin, there is a certain fearful looking for judgment and fiery indignation, which will devour the adversaries of God. Those that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Of how much worse punishment do you suppose someone will be thought worthy to receive who has trampled the Son of God under their foot, and has counted the blood of the covenant as an unholy thing, wherewith they were sanctified, and has insulted the Spirit of grace? It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience, and having our bodies washed with the pure water. Let us hold firm to the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. And let us consider one another to provoke and stir others up unto love and to good works. Therefore do not cast away your confidence, which has a great payment of reward. For you have need of patience and endurance, so that after you have done the will of God, you might receive the promise. God says, for yet a little while, and he that will come and will not delay. Now the just will live by faith, but if anyone draw back, my soul will have no pleasure in them. But beloved brothers and sisters, we are not of them who draw back unto destruction, but we are of them that believe, being obedient to God, to the saving of the soul. Since we are receiving a kingdom which cannot be shaken, let us have grace whereby we may serve God acceptably with reverence and godly fear. For our God is a consuming fire. These scriptural references are based from Hebrews chapter 3, verses 4 through 6, verses 12 through 15, and chapter 4, verses 1, 7, 16, and chapter 10, verses 10, 14, 18, 26 through 29, 31, 22 through 24, 35 through 39, and chapter 12, verses 28 and 29. God bless you, beloved.